What is popping, everybody? My name is Eden, and welcome back to the Regional Fashion Tarot channel. We're back for the second and final video of the day, this one in particular being on Cancer, who in the Greek mythos roughly equates to my personal favorite of the Olympian gods, Poseidon, Earthshaker, Stormbringer, Father of Horses, God of the Sea. Ring any bells? He is, under Zeus, the second most powerful god of the Olympians, and ironically, the most mellow as well. He's the kind of guy you'll find on a beach somewhere, fishing up some nice fish, sipping a mimosa in a Hawaiian shirt and some khakis. He's very relaxed, is what I'm trying to say. He's not the type of guy that gets pissed off easily, but if you do piss him off, well, you're just asking for it at that point. Hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful Thursday, we'll say. Yes, sir. It's a Thursday at the time of uploading this. Without much further ado, let's get into it. Starting us off, Cancer, we have... Ooh, not a common choice, the Trojan horse. So, Cancer, you are planning something. I don't know what you're planning yet. I don't know if it's going to work out, but it's a plan that should work out because the Trojan horse was one of the most successful ploys of all time in Roman mythos, I think, actually, because Troy was actually Roman, if I'm not mistaken. Or was it Greek? I'm not sure about that. I have to look at it. I have to look back it up later. But anyways, it was one of the most successful plays of all time, whatever way you look at it. So, planning, Cancer. Close acquaintance. Ooh, the Olympian feast. Mmm. Okay, so someone's already ready to celebrate your impending victory. If it's not already happened, this might just be indicating that you did something and it succeeded. That your plan, if it was something that you already made, succeeded. Your friend is either already preparing to celebrate your victory, or they're planning to or they already have. How should I word this? They're either planning the celebration or they're having it preemptively. That's the way I should word it. They're either planning the celebration for when you do succeed, or they're having it a little preemptively, just anticipating your victory. Let's see here. Where's your head at? Artemis's hut. Ooh. This is not something you are doing, okay, so this is a planet you're doing alone then. This is a planet you are doing entirely by yourself. And it's a plan that, if it succeeds, will leave you entirely self-sufficient. If this plan succeeds, if whatever you're doing here works out, Cancer, you will be entirely independent and entirely self-sufficient. Because that's where your head's at now. That's your end game with this. Being entirely and completely independent and self-sufficient. Good, Cancer. It's a very good goal to strive for. Question is, how are you going to achieve that goal? Let's see. What's around you? Icarus's ascent. This is a bit of a bold move, Cancer. Okay. So that makes me doubt this a little bit. This is a risky plan, Cancer. This is a ballsy move. This is a risky play that you're making here. Whatever this plan is, it is not for the faint of heart. Are you the faint of heart, Cancer? I don't think so. Your patron god is not faint of heart, believe me. He has done some pretty crazy stuff, Poseidon. Despite how mellow he is, you don't want to mess with that guy. What do you want? Ooh, the muse's inspiration. Okay, so that answers my question. This plan hasn't happened yet. This plan isn't actually even finished yet, as far as I can tell. This card says to me that the plan isn't finished yet, and you are seeking inspiration on how best to complete this plan. You are seeking some inspiration on how best to execute this plan, to absolute perfection. You don't want a single thread of this tapestry to be plucked in the wrong direction. Not one string, Cancer. Not one. Okay. Who's advising you? Ooh, the ship of the Argo. Okay. Your friend is liking this plan so far. Looks like they're the one giving you some tips on how to move it forward. And shout out to this friend, by the way, already planning the celebration in advance, or maybe giving you the celebration in advance. But it feels like they're just planning this. This is just another plan in the works on their front. And now they're giving you advice on how best to execute this masterful plan of yours, Cancer, to make you completely self-sufficient. Nice. Not bad at all, Cancer. Not a bad thing at all. Let's see if it works out though. Let's see if your little master plan comes to fruition. What's your dilemma? Ooh, Hera's peacock throne. Okay. So you worry that you may be taking too much power, that you may be taking matters too much into your own hands here. You worry that, like, once this is all done, you won't be totally self-sufficient. You won't like where you end up sitting. Because right now, maybe you're not fully self-sufficient. Maybe you're in a bad spot. Maybe financially, maybe work-wise, maybe love-wise. But Cancer, I can tell you this much. Wanting to be fully self-sufficient, like this card says, it's a card of independence, is not a bad thing. Sitting in this throne can be a heavy burden. The self-sufficiency throne can be a heavy burden, but it can also be a very enlightening experience. If you're up to the task, Cancer, which I believe you are, go for it. Absolutely go for it. Who has the power? Ooh, the Olympian Summit. It's time for one last meeting, Cancer. One last meeting with your friends here to discuss the final details of the plan. You may be executing the plan on your own, Cancer. But the actual creation of the plan, well, that is a topic between you and your friends here. You and your friends here have a lot to talk about the finer details of this plan, the intricacies of how to best to fully execute it. You've got a lot to think about, Cancer. But if it works, it's going to work very well. Let's see then. What's holding you back? Ooh, the Midas touch. Yep. There's a lingering seed of doubt in your mind, Cancer. And that lingering seed of doubt is voiced in 6 words. Am I asking for too much? Am I taking too much? Am I trying to get too much? Am I trying to seize power too much? And the answer, Cancer, is always no. Life is good, but it can be better. And why shouldn't it be? Think about what's going to happen after you're done with this plan, Cancer. If this works out and you end up fully self-sufficient, it may be a heavy burden to take on, yes, but it'll also be the most rewarding thing you've ever done. Think of all those rewards. Think of why you're doing this, Cancer. Don't back down just because you're scared of the burdens that come with it. Think of the rewards, the absolute freedom that you will have, that you will reap, that you will be able to reap what you've sown here. It's not a bad thing, Cancer. It's just something to consider. Now, what's being hidden? Ooh, the bloom of the Moirai. It's time, Cancer. You haven't told anybody else about this plan except for your friend. Your friend and you are the only 2 people who actually know about this plan. And now the time is close at hand to execute it. And the biggest fear that's in your head right now is this the burden I'm ready to bear? I'll say it once again, Cancer. This is a burden you are absolutely ready to bear. You're doing this because you want self-sufficiency. And that's exactly what you're going to get, Cancer. You may think it's a double-edged sword. And you know what? Maybe it is a little bit. But it's a worthy sword to wield. It's a weary sword for you to wield, Cancer. Can you succeed? Hermes message. Interesting. Okay. Cancer. Your friend is keeping in touch with you. They want to know exactly how this plan goes. Your friend is understandably a little bit worried about you. They're a little bit worried about if this plan is going to succeed or not. They're worried about if you are going to be okay, if you're going to be able to withstand the burdens, everything like that. So they're reaching out to you as this plan is going down and after this plan is going to go down to say, hey, you good? Everything go well? That's good, Cancer. Don't push them away. Invite them in. This is not a time for conflict. This is time for celebration should this plan succeed. And finally, what happens in the end? Survey says Hephaestus's forge. It works. Well played, Cancer. Very well played. All that hard work that you put into that plan that you spent countless hours refining, it paid off. All your hard work comes to fruition. And it brings me right back to this first card. Before, this first card was the card of strategy. It was the card of the plan, how you were going to execute this, how you were going to make it all work. Now that you've got the last card here, all your hard work coming to fruition, this is a card of victory. This reading comes full circle. This is a closed loop, Cancer. It started with the plan, and it ended with the victory. Two separate sides of the same coin. Well played, Cancer. Very well played. And now, for the P.A.'s Davies East Tones. When's this all happening? Ooh, the Labyrinth of Minos. Okay, so there may be a speed bump or two, or there may have been a speed bump or two. I feel like there was a speed bump or two, getting to this point, and now they're all gone. So that's good. And as for when this is all happening, I'd say this is going to be a pretty short form reading. I'd say it's going to be within the next 1 or 2 weeks. The next 1 or 2 weeks are going to be very, very hectic for you, Cancer. This plan of yours, it's a ballsy move. It's a risky play. It's a, bit of a gamble, if you will. But I believe it's a gamble you should absolutely take. Because in the end, it started with the plan and it ended with the victory. What more could you possibly ask for, Cancer? Good game, well played. Okay, I'm going to do a quick recap, and then we'll go ahead and end things off. I hope you guys have been enjoying the video thus far. If you haven't enjoyed the video thus far, please do go check me out on Twitter. Got the same Nemesis YouTube channel, same kind of content on there. There's even some exclusive content on there that may very, very, very much enjoy. If you really, really, really love the content in there, consider dropping me a follow. That would support me, that would support the channel. So without much further ado, folks, it is a recap time. So, this whole reading started with your plan. The plan you're working on for ages now. Your friend is preemptively preparing a celebration for you. Cool. You're almost there. It's about to succeed. Awesome. It's going to make you completely and totally self-sufficient. That's the entire idea of this plan, Cancer. Make you totally and completely independent, self-sufficient. It's a gamble. It's a huge gamble to take, Cancer. And you asked your friend for a little bit of help with it, of course, to refine the final details. Your friend was more than happy to help, propel the plan forward. And what you were worried about is, am I asking for too much? Am I, trying to take a throne that isn't mine? Am I trying to reach for too much? Nuh-uh, Cancer. Nuh-uh. Dispel that doubt. Dispel that fear. Put your plan into motion. Tell your friend how it went. In the end, this reading will come full circle with all your hard work coming to fruition and the victory being at your fingertips. Congratulations, Cancer. Congratulations. And on that cheerful note, thank you all so very much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, turn on notifications. You don't miss a single one of my videos. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, folks. We're also trying to get to 800 subscribers before the end of the month. So please, smash like, smash subscribe. Have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll see you all next time. Peace out, folks. Have a good one.